think to myself, what a wonderful world.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott. You are watching the #1 stop for all things theme park related in the Southern California area. How are we all doing today? Today we have our very exclusive first look at the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash attraction. Now, Universal Studios Hollywood recently released these pictures a couple days ago, and I figured I'd share my thoughts on them and talk a little bit about when I think the attraction is going to actually soft open, if it does soft open. Also, a little bit of other news on the pet store that is currently open and running the past couple of days, and it's looking to be running and getting new merchandise throughout the days as the days go on. And obviously, AP previews are happening on Saturday the 14th. So this Saturday, APs get to experience Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. And will this be the very first technical rehearsal, or will it open earlier in this week? All that and more in this video, so you're going to want to make sure to stay tuned. But first, subscribe with those bell notifications on to keep up to date with all of our weekly theme park updates. We will actually be out at the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash preview the very first day on the 14th of this Saturday. So if you see me, come up and say hi. I always love meeting you guys in person and at the parks. Follow us on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter, and visit our website SoCalExploring.com for all the detailed theme park news in the articles that we write on there. And now, I was so excited when Universal released these pictures because I know there was a hard hat tour, but I wasn't too sure if we were going to be getting any pictures from inside the attraction. Well, Universal has released some pictures of their own, quite a bit too. I think there's like 6 of them, which we're going to share with you right now. And my first reaction is wow. This is definitely so impressive, way more impressive than I thought Universal was going to deliver. And I say this all the time, when they announced the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash ride, I was like, whatever. And then they started announcing more stuff about it, and I got more excited about it. And seeing this concept art, or not concept art, but these pictures, wow, I am super impressed by Universal and how they brought this ride together. And I'm sure I'm going to be even more impressed when I actually get to experience it on Saturday. First things first, let's talk about these test vehicles. The unofficial reveal of these test vehicles, we don't see the front part of them, we can only see the back part. But to me, they look kind of small. Now keep in mind, this is going to be a family attraction, but I don't know if it's just because it's in a picture, but they look very, very small. It's kind of weird. Also, one thing to note, this is going to be an Omni mover, I'm pretty sure, because it looks like it follows along a track, unless these ride vehicles break apart from the track and go to like different sections of the ride. I don't see that happening. I see this being an Omni mover. But back to the ride vehicles. Really small. They also have a lap bar that you'd see for a ride with a little bit of movement, not a lot of movement. Now the height requirement is 34 inches and 48 inches without a parent or adult. So could this be the height requirement for just if you can ride alone or not, or could it mean that there's actually be some movement in the actual attraction? Well, I think it's going to be the second one. I think that there's going to be a little movement, not a lot, but I think there's going to be a little bit of movement for Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. Now, if it is just a pure classic Omni mover, I don't see it being movement at all, maybe some quick turns here and there. But I honestly think that there is going to be some form of movement. Just with the lap bars alone, you can tell that it wants to secure guests in their place, unlike just a traditional Omni mover where it'd just be one pull down bar for the guests riding in that vehicle. It's actually 2 separate pull down bars for those guests. It's also a two-person seat, which is weird. I thought they were gonna go with kind of like Rise of the Resistance and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I thought it was going to be a 8-person vehicle, 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and I thought that was gonna fit a little bit better with the pet adoption box. However, Universal has surprised me with making it only a 2-seater vehicle. It's gonna be quite interesting to see their load in and load out process and see how many guests they can get in every single hour. But this could also help the reasoning of why we're having to use the virtual line process. who knows at this point? It's just kind of odd that the ride vehicles are two-person and they look fairly small. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the ride vehicles down below if you think that they're small. But me personally, I think that they're fairly small. Now, from what we can see of the animatronics that Universal has already revealed in these pictures, they look stunning. It looks so neat. It looks like these animals are going to be brought to life very, very well. I mean, I thought that the animatronics are going to look kind of cheesy, and the big one of Duke kind of looks a little bit cheesy, but I'm not going to hate on it. It looks weird, and I don't know, it looks kind of weird to me. The Max animatronic looks really, really good. It looks like exactly how we did in the movie, and all the other characters as well look exactly how they did in the movie. So props to Universal for that. The big giant scene that we have already previewed that Universal has released looks amazing. And with the mixture of that and the hyper-realistic media and the facial recognition to make the guests more immersed in the attraction, it looks amazing. Like, hands down, so good. This is something that you'd see at Disney. This doesn't look like a Universal ride. Obviously, you can tell it's a Universal ride because of Secret Life of Pets, but this is next level. This is exactly what Universal needs. From seeing these pictures, this is exactly what Universal needs. A family classic dark ride, not heavily based on screens. This looks like more of a good mix of physical props and screens at the same time with the hyper-realistic media. I'm really, really fascinated by the pictures that Universal has released, and I'm sure I'm going to be fascinated by the whole attraction itself when I get a chance for myself to experience it. We also got a glimpse at the front entrance. When you walk right into the apartment, you see Universal Express to the left, and you see the normal attraction entrance to the right. Kind of a weird looking entrance, very subtle, but it's like the lobby of the apartment building, so it immerses guests even more. I can't wait to see what the whole queue holds for us, because like I said, you're going to get to kind of explore Katie's apartment, all the different animals' apartments, and be really immersed into the apartment building. So I'm so excited to see what Universal has done for the queue, since seeing what they have done for the actual attraction is really impressive. One complaint that I do have is how Universal didn't really hide their ceiling as much, because it looks like the ride takes place on the second floor of the building, and you can see just how close the actual ceiling is to the props and the show scenes, which I wish Universal would hide that a little bit more. However, we have not seen the ride in its full lighting, so maybe the lights turn down a little bit and we can't see the ceiling as much, but that's just a minor complaint, nothing too big, nothing that's gonna ruin the whole ride experience. That's just something that I wish that they would have done a little bit better. Okay, the big question is, when is soft opening gonna happen? I do not think soft opening is going to happen this week. I could be wrong, so don't hate on me if, don't be like, oh, look, SoCal, you were wrong. Don't hate on me if soft open does happen this week. But me personally, I don't think that soft opens are going to happen. Everybody thought it was going to be this Saturday, and then it didn't happen. They had the barricades around the facade. There was a couple employees out there, but nothing happened. Everyone thought today, Sunday, as I'm filming this, it was going to soft open. Didn't happen. They have barely begun testing on the ride last week, I believe, and they need to pass all these inspections and everything to actually soft open it. Even with the AP previews, it has on there listed, this is just a technical rehearsal, so your spot is not guaranteed on the attraction. So, do I think it's going to soft open this week? I don't think so. Obviously, it will soft open for Saturday's AP preview, but I don't think that it's going to soft open for normal guests looking to ride it, say, on a Wednesday or on a Tuesday. I think that they still have to pass all these tests. I think that they still have to test it a lot more before they actually open it up to the public. However, the ride does look done. The ride, as far as detail goes, looks done. They just got to get all the legal stuff and all the inspections done and everything. But who knows, like I said, I could be wrong. You never know with Universal. I'm just really hoping that they stick to the AP preview, because people like me who are big fans and want to be there on the very first day don't get to be there on the first day because you don't know exactly when they're going to open it. Just like with Jurassic World, it was heavily speculated that they were going to open it on the 4th of July, so everybody showed up to the 4th of July on soft opening day, and they only opened it for 5 minutes that night. I wish Universal would stay true to the actual opening date, so that way us diehard fans and fans in general can get ready to be the first to ride it on that day. Now we do have an opening day, which is March 27th that I've announced before, and AP previews begin on the 14th, this Saturday. I believe you can still make a reservation spot to attend the AP previews, so I'd check your email, and I'd also go to www.universalpassmember.com/preview. That is the website to reserve your spot for Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. They may still be there, or they may be all gone. Word has gotten around, so APs may have already taken it up already. But I hope to see you there on Saturday, and it's very exciting from the photos that Universal has released already. Super impressed by Universal. I really think that they did a great job with the attraction, and I can't wait to see it in its full beauty. Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash coming, soft opening on Saturday, and officially coming on March 27th. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about the ride vehicles, what you think about the actual attraction from what Universal has released, and whether or not you think it's going to soft open this week before AP preview. Subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on, because like I said, you're not going to want to miss these weekly theme park updates. Ride POV coming on Saturday, Pet Store Tour coming on Saturday, a whole new Universal vlog, Super Nintendo World update, all that stuff coming next week. The Ride POV will be up on Saturday night though, so you can be looking out for that. Follow us on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter, and visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed theme park news on that website. My name is Scott. You have been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace.